Good morning everyone, and I hope this video finds you well. I am fine and everything is okay. This morning I want to talk about something very important. While going through tweets yesterday, I bumped into something which is very controversial and very eye-catching. John Mbadi, who is the ODM chairman and ODM nominated member of parliament, who was conspicuously missing during the finance bill 2023 debate and voting on Wednesday, June 14th, tweeted, and I quote, "Debate on Ruto's finance bill 2023 was illegal." That is John Mbadi, the ODM chairman and ODM nominated MP, is stating very categorically that the finance bill 2023 voting on Wednesday was illegal. I know this statement can be right, and at the same time it can be wrong. In my point of view, constitutionally, John Mbadi, the ODM chairman, is right. In my subject opinion, John Mbadi, who is the ODM chairman and a legislator who was missing during the finance bill 2023 voting, is right constitutionally. Now, what John Mbadi is saying, the reasons John Mbadi provides for the illegality of the finance bill 2023 voting on Wednesday are: one, that the process, the whole process, the voting process on Wednesday, John Mbadi believes that it contravenes the Public Finance Management Act 2012, Section 40. John Mbadi believes that the finance bill 2023 voting on Wednesday contravenes Public Finance Management Act Section 40. Let us look at what the Public Finance Management Act 2012, Section 40, 3 says, and I quote, "On the same date that the budget policy highlights and revenue raising measures are pronounced, the Cabinet Secretary shall submit to Parliament the finance bill setting out the revenue raising measures for the national government, together with a policy statement expounding on those measures." And now, Public Finance Management Act 2012, Section 43, requires the Cabinet Secretary, Treasury, to submit to Parliament the finance bill only after, and mark my words, only after reading the budget. Public Finance Management Act 2012, Section 43 requires the Treasury Cabinet Secretary to submit the finance bill to Parliament only after reading the budget. When I look at this, what happened is that the finance bill was submitted to Parliament before the budget. The finance bill came first, then the budget. But the Constitution requires that the budget comes first before the finance bill. So on that point, John Mbadi is right. John Mbadi also states that the process of voting on Wednesday, June 14th, on the finance bill contravenes Standing Orders 244 C4. Standing Orders. John Mbadi believes that the Wednesday voting contravenes Standing Orders Section 244 C4. Let us look at Section 244 C4. The heading of that part, that is Standing Orders, pronouncement of the budget highlights and revenue raising measures. When we go to C4, says, on the same date that the budget policy highlights and revenue raising measures are pronounced, the Cabinet Secretary shall submit to the National Assembly a legislative proposal setting out the revenue raising measures for the national government, together with a policy statement expounding on those measures. And now, the Standing Orders reiterates what the Public Finance Management Act 2012 says. Both constitutional requirements or constitutional provisions require the Treasury Cabinet Secretary to first read the budget before submitting the finance bill. The Constitution requires the Treasury Cabinet Secretary to first read the budget, present the budget to the Parliament with the increase and the decrease in taxes in various items. Then, after reading the budget and highlighting the tax proposals to the members of Parliament, then the Treasury Secretary, the Treasury Cabinet Secretary, is allowed to present the finance bill. But what happened? What happened? On Wednesday, the 14th, the Kenyan Parliament tabled, or the finance bill was tabled in front of the MPs. After tabling, the finance bill was voted on. That was the second reading. And now the finance bill was voted on Wednesday, June 14th. Then on June 15th, Treasury Cabinet Secretary presented the budget. At this point, or up to this point, I do agree with the Odium chairman, John Mbadi, that the Finance Bill 2023 voting was illegal, because critically you can see that it violated the constitutional provisions contained in the Public Finance Management Act 2012 and Standing Orders Section 244. These constitutional provisions requires that the budget comes first before the finance bill, but the Kenyan Parliament introduced the finance bill first before the budget. So up to that point, I concur and I strongly support John Mbadi's argument that the Finance Bill 2023 voting was illegal. On the contrary, you remember I stated in a previous video that the role of a member of parliament is primarily legislation, and this legislation process requires the members of parliament to be present in the National Assembly and the Senate for debates. That is a major requirement for MPs. Be present and strongly participate in the debates. But looking at what happened, John Mbadi and other ODM MPs were technically missing for the Wednesday's 14th debate. And if I look at the calendar of the National Assembly 2023, it says that the calendar shows Tuesday 14th February to Thursday 7th December 2023 sitting days. One of the sitting days, which is slated as long process, Friday 5th May to Monday 5th June 2023. Sitting days, Tuesday 6th June to Thursday 13th July 2023. The Parliament is slated to sit on Tuesdays afternoon, Wednesdays morning and afternoon, and Thursdays afternoon. June 14th was on Wednesday, and according to the parliamentary calendar, members are supposed to sit in the morning and in the afternoon. So, judging from the communication from the parliament, MPs are mandated to sit on Wednesday in the morning and in the afternoon. So that means that Wednesday sittings are compulsory unless otherwise. So John Mbadi, as a member of parliament and as somebody who is well informed of the schedule for parliamentary sittings, understood that on Wednesday, on the day the finance bill was passed, he was supposed to be present in parliament both in the morning and in the afternoon. So at this point, I tend to oppose John Mbadi's argument that this debate was illegal. He had the responsibility to be present in parliament and state the same. He had the opportunity all along, because the second reading was not the first attempt on the finance bill 2023. Second reading, that means that the first reading had been done. So if John Mbadi was well aware that the finance bill 2023, the whole process was illegal, then the same argument was to be tabled during the first reading. At this point, I think there is nothing that can be done. The illegality of the process cannot be reversed. The bill goes to the committee stage, then report stage, and then the third reading, and then it awaits the presidential assent. So I argue, in my expert opinion, that on one part, John Mbadi is right to argue that the Finance Bill 2023 voting on Wednesday 14th, June 14th, was illegal, because technically we have seen that it contravenes the provisions of Public Finance Management Act 2012 and Standing Orders Section 244, which requires the Cabinet Secretary, Treasury, to first read the budget, then second, present the finance bill. But what happened was the other way around. The finance bill was introduced to Parliament, then the budget was read later. So I believe that John Mbadi is right to say that the Finance Bill 2023 voting process was illegal. I don't know what you think. Share your comments in the section below, and I kindly request you to share this video, and most importantly, subscribe. Have a very good day. This is Migai Gordon.